Welcome back. You're watching World Energy Television. Today, our panel is talking about the power in the great state of Texas. Let's talk about House Bill 3693, which requires government entities to reduce energy by 5% each year for the next 6 years. What were the drivers behind this bill?
Initially, there was a driver towards simply encouraging schools to use solar panels, something so simple as that. And what happened was that there's a gentleman by the name of Representative Joe Strauss, who was commissioned to drive a energy efficiency bill. And when Joe got a hold of the bill, is that he created and expanded the goals and objectives of the bill at a time when it became very apparent to the legislators we had to do something about the problem that we're talking about. So the bill has evolved and it has become very, very comprehensive. And in a nutshell, what it says is that all government entities are now responsible for measuring their consumption, understanding where they are today, which is very, very, you would think to be just a common sense to understand what you're using and how you're using it, but it's not. So understanding where they are today and then getting them to agree to reduce consumption by 5% a year for the next 6 years. So a 30% reduction in the public sector of energy consumption is really the very, very broad picture of the bill.
In addition to the provisions that John's talking about, it takes an existing energy efficiency program that we have at the Commission, which requires 10% of the increase in demand to be met through energy efficiency, expands that to 20% by the year 2010, and then has a study whether we could go to 50% by the year 2015.
John, a question for you. How has this bill affected your organization?
What's happened more than anything is it's brought a light onto what it is that we're doing and says, look, this is a standard that makes sense and that people need to be doing it just as a matter of course. So what I would say is that it's increased the awareness of what the importance of professionally managing energy, both on the consumption and the demand side. And it's been obviously a very good accelerator of awareness out there in the marketplace, which has been good for us.
It's been a volatile energy market lately. What has CyrusOne done to control energy price risk and reduce your energy consumption?
We used an outside consulting. I don't know if I can mention that. We use Legacy. But what we try to do is we enter into long-term contracts, heat rate index contracts, where we can manage the level of risk we're willing to accept and lock in prices out as far as 12 to 16 months.
What's evolved in the Texas market, which is the same thing that the way that large energy consumers have always operated, is basically to establish the balance between price certainty and how aggressive that particular organization can pursue lower prices. And that's basically buying in accordance with a risk management strategy, where we're able to get the budget certainty that an organization needs, but not give up the opportunities to buy at lower prices.
Mr. Chairman, do you think that the state legislature or the PUC has a role in helping private companies conserve energy?
I think we have an overarching role to give private companies some degree of certainty with regard to regulation. We have adhered to the letter and the spirit of Senate Bill 7, and that allows private companies to make investments in energy efficiency and demand response because they have a degree of comfort that we're not going to change the rules in the middle of the game. Our existing energy efficiency program that we run has money available for commercial and industrial concerns to make certain energy efficiency investments and enhancements. With this House bill that Representative Strauss authored, that's going to go from 10 to 20%, and so more money will be available.
Very interesting comments, gentlemen. Let's take a break here, and when we come back, the topic will be how demand response will help Texas move forward. You're watching World Energy Television.